together. Oh my goodness, what is happening here? Okay, I got it. I got it. All right. Okay. Oh, good. Nobody's even here yet. Well, I'm screwing everything up. Right, I have my water. See, I'm trying to drink regular water and not buy so much seltzer. That's okay. It's all right. I'm all right with regular water. Okay, let's see. First person here is Be Wise General. Be Wise General. Oh, I did candles last night. I have to post the picture. I'll do that after the live stream. I'm doing candles again tonight and tomorrow if anybody needs. General, you've got listen to your intuition. You may be working on a new creative project or creative hobby. Anxiety eases and moves into the past. Could be spending time with a Capricorn, maybe spending time with a Scorpio. Expect growth, change, and transformation coming in around career with more money before the end of this year coming in. Tibet finances. Finances are okay. It's a little slow and steady wins the race, but teamwork is favored. It's leading you towards success one step at a time. Between now and the end of the year, more money is coming in. Maybe adding a stream of income or working on a side hustle or something that could also be bringing in some extra money. XXX, love. XXX, love. Oh, I don't drink any sugar. I don't eat sugar, but thank you. The only sugar I eat is in berries. Otherwise, my diet's pretty good lately. I can't say that I've never, but I've been pretty good since like I came back from Florida. XXX. You've got disappointments heal and move into the past and life begins to move forward. Success comes in around love when you explore your options. Could have an Aries here, may have a Libra, could also have an Earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Exploring your options leads to success. You're no longer holding yourself back, and you do have success coming in around love. Shonda, General. Perseverance pays off around work, school, or business. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, and you might be feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. Something happens that makes you happy. Listen to your intuition. Life is moving forward. A disappointment heals and moves into the past. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and you may be spending time with either a Cancer or a Virgo. Hi, Zara. Yelra, General around T, Scorpio, and I. Oh, you're at the dentist. Oh, God. Good luck. Things look a little out of balance between the two of you. I don't know where you guys are in your relationship, but Chariot in reverse can indicate that there's a slowdown. Expressing your wants and needs around the situation may be helpful. But you may feel, well, I would look out with Magician in reverse. I would be careful that somebody's not trying to control or manipulate the situation, because that would only lead to short-term success, but not long-term success. It could end up backfiring. Death is in reverse, and Justice is in reverse, which could indicate that this relationship is out of balance. Two of you are not on the same page. Having a conversation about the relationship may be helpful at this point. Jamie and Brianna, Aries. Things look okay. I mean, you have the hard work that you put in pays off and leads to success, big picture, but it might take time to get there. I wouldn't try to rush anything. Communication's coming in, or communication should pick up. You may be spending time together. Slow and steady wins the race. Not bad. The person that's got the dash instead of a name, general. You might have a little more financial stability coming in, and you could be thinking about going back to school, learning a new area of study. Negativity is moving into the past. Life changes for you for the better quickly between now and the end of the summer. A water sign comes in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Maybe a Cancer. You could be planning road trip or travel. Feeling ambitious to be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to, but if you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready. Crow's Nest, love for the immediate future. Disconnect from, walk away from anything that no longer serves you. Anything that's been stuck, stagnant, broken, cycles, half in, half out. Leaving it in the past will help life move forward. Now you have the Fool in reverse, which depending on where you are in your love life, if you're not with anyone and there's no one around, it could be that you're holding yourself back. If you're already with someone, something may get revealed around the situation that could need to be dealt with. If you have a couple of people around you, there may be indecision. Whatever it is, it's something to be aware of. And not knowing where you are in your love life, I would just be cautious that things may not be what they appear. Listen to your intuition and explore your options. If you're not with anyone right now, new energy comes in. New beginnings are on the horizon. You do have a committed relationship coming in sometime before the end of this year, but you might need to explore your options before you get there. Happiness comes in around love when you explore your options. You have water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, and you may have a Leo. Possibly a Capricorn as well coming in. Pre-T for the next 48. Pre-T for the next 48. A disappointment or a heartache is moving into the past. You're leaving the past in the past and you're moving forward with a new journey. You could be spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, although Aquarius comes up strongest, your wish comes true. If you recently had an argument or a disagreement with someone, it should resolve itself and move into the past. Shar, how does Hyro see me? May find you as somebody who is compassionate, sincere, calm, nice, easygoing, emotionally stable, a loyal friend. Sally, love. Sally, love. Whoops. Okay, when it comes to love, you've got leave people, places, and things in the past that no longer serve you, and your love life could change for the better quickly. Areas of your life that have been stuck or stagnant can now start to move forward once you leave the past in the past, or anything that's holding you back. A wish comes true. Maybe with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Could be with a Leo. Looks like it's new energy that comes in sometime before the end of this year. Iman, will I get approved for the condo that I want? I think you will, yes. Summer, love. Exploring your options leads to success, but if you're feeling undecided about someone or something, don't make any decisions until you're ready. You've got fire coming in, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You may have a Scorpio around. Old wounds heal and move into the past, but slow and steady wins the race. Anything that's unbalanced or disappointing, leave it in the past. New doors open. Lizette, do you want a relationship with me? There is potential for a relationship here, but I don't think this person has the intentions as of right now. So you may have to have the conversation with them about it. I don't know where you guys are in your relationship, but it doesn't look like it's something that they're actively pursuing as of right now. although there is potential. Stephanie, financials. Paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan can make you feel relief you have the world at your feet. Focusing time and effort on a side business, side project, side hustle can be successful big picture. Listen to your intuition. You should be feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. There's relief coming in around finances moving forward. Michelle, love. Michelle, love. You may have choices and options around love. Perseverance pays off, and with the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Listen to your intuition and life moves forward. You have a wish that comes true. You may have water coming in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, or Air, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, although Libra comes up the strongest. New beginnings around the horizon lead to success around love. Exploring your options leads to success. Don't stand for less than you want or deserve when it comes to love. Propel, oh my God, I totally forgot about Propel. You know, I don't remember. Is it artificially sweetened? See, I have an issue with artificial sweetener. I feel like it's probably not good for us. Avery drinks a lot of it. So what I try to do is I try to like get away with putting the least amount that I can in her drink. So we've got these from Walmart. The reason why, because I saw this like bluish one. You know Addie, the one that does what I eat in the day. She always says, good morning, fatties. This is what I eat. She makes this all the time. And I put a comment once saying, what is the blue stuff that you're drinking? And then she puts edible glitter in it, and it's really sparkly and cute. And I'm like, oh, we got to get that. So there happens to be a Walmart near one of the rinks we go to. We stopped and got it. And this is good, but it's artificially sweetened. Is artificial sweetener poison? I don't know. This one is... It's sweetened with aspartame and maltodextrin. I don't think this is good. I don't. So I try to really limit this. Like I said, instead of putting one, I kind of like try to do like a third of it and get 3 drinks for Avery out of this. I don't know. I don't know what to say. You know, they tell you one day it's good, it's bad, it's not good, it's going to kill you, you're going to live forever. I mean, I don't know what to think. But anyway, this is what Avery's been drinking lately. And I also get her sometimes Crystal Light or Weiler's, but I can't with the juice. I mean, I never gave this kid juice ever. And then somebody started giving her juice, and then that was all she wanted was juice. And then I had to do away with it because I was buying it for school only, putting them in the refrigerator, and she was just going in there and taking them. And she would drink like the little ones, right? She would drink like 5 or 6 a day. I'm like, this is way too much sugar. You don't need this. Eat the fruit. I would rather see her eat the fruit because it's got the fiber. It slows down the absorption of the sugar. I mean, it's, it drives me nuts. It drives me nuts. Anyway, let me just get off my soapbox here and continue. Propel, I think it may be artificially sweetened, but I think it's probably a better choice than, like, say, Diet Coke or too much juice. Anyway, that's just my opinion. Who knows whether or not it's... Yeah, I'm right. I might not be right. Lucky, general. You have money coming in, finances may be improving. Somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down, and you may be feeling a little bit more financially secure, feeling ambitious, be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. With the Empress, you've got love and money coming in or more of it. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, and life moves forward. AA, work for today. Work is okay. It's kind of average. Feeling grounded and stable, nothing exciting. Being guided by the divine, slow and steady wins the race. Average day. Nothing out of the ordinary. Should be okay. Sharon, good morning for the next 72. For the next 72. Teamwork is favored around work, school, or business, and you may get good news around work, school, or business. Disappointments heal and move into the past. Heartaches are healing and feeling ambitious. You should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Life's moving forward and you're ready for it. Listen to your intuition and take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Pallavi, love. When it comes to love, life is moving forward. Lay down the law, set boundaries, and explore your options. You have fire here, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You have water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Life's moving forward, so if you're not with anyone right now, it's probably new energy that's coming in. Raw meat, eater, eat. Fruit, honey. Oh my God, organs. Oh my God. Raw milk, I hate milk. I hate eggs. Oh God, do I hate eggs, but you know what? If I boil them, and I put like either balsamic vinegar on them and throw them in a salad, or if I cover them in mustard, I'll eat them. So that's how I try to eat eggs. Oh, good God. I thought that the grains were not good anymore and legumes weren't good anymore. That's what people, I thought that that's what it was. I don't know. They keep changing things. But I try my best to eat as much whole foods as possible. Like, I had edamame beans last night. I had blueberries, blackberries. I think I had peppers. I try to, like, eat stuff like that. Before they change, now they're saying that plants are trying to kill us. I don't know what to believe. But I figure if I'm not eating something processed that's out of a box, maybe that's better. I have no idea. They keep changing everything. Mihak, General. Disappointments heal and move into the past, and life begins to move forward. Listen to your intuition. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Maybe connect with an old friend or someone you haven't seen in a while, and it may be something that happens by chance. You've got lay down the law, set boundaries. It'll serve you well, and life moves forward. Starfall, when will my anxiety feeling about work, training, place end? It caused me to not sleep and comfort, eat a lot when I'm there, so I don't know why I feel anxiety now that I quit there. It'll pass. It'll pass. You know what it is? You may still be carrying around some of that energy. So I don't know how long ago it's been since you've been with these people, but being around something that doesn't resonate with us could bring us down. Like, you become the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Meaning, if you spend the most time with 5 people that get up every morning and go out for a walk at 5:30 in the morning, that's what you're going to do. If you spend your most time with 5 people that go to the bar, get drunk, and fall off the bar stool every night, that's what you're going to do. So if you've been spending a lot of time with these people, the negativity around them, you're absorbing, and that's why you're still carrying around this anxiety. Now, it'll pass. If you do nothing, it'll pass eventually, but you can do things like you could take a shower and envision all of the negativity washing off you and going into the drain. You can spend some time out in nature. Sometimes having your feet in the ground, just barefoot, could be helpful. You could sage yourself. You could surround yourself in a golden light, stand outside in the sun for a few minutes. Like, anything like that will help. But you're absorbing the people that you're with, you know, like, so those people have brought you down. People will bring you down if you spend time with them, that if they're not vibrating where you are, we become who we're with. So that energy wasn't resonating with you and it kind of brought you down. It'll pass. It'll pass. 9 lives. Love coming in. 9 lives. Love coming in. You do have love coming in. Explore your options. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, or anything that could be keeping you stagnant. You may have a well-balanced, well-functioning relationship on the horizon, possibly with a Pisces or an Aquarius. Life is moving forward towards greener pastures. Listen to your intuition. Will I may get replaced like what W anticipated? I hope it's false news. You know, that may happen at some point, but I don't see it on the immediate horizon, so I wouldn't worry about it right now. Vicky, that's the thing, though. It's good enough to say each to eat fresh veg meats, but these days it's so expensive. I know. I know. Kids are overweight here. Everybody here is overweight. Everybody here is overweight. Um, I just think that we've just become like a lazy society. Like, it's easier to just order food and have it delivered, which is going to be cooked in the worst oil that you can imagine. It's also easier to order, like me. I order my groceries and have them delivered because I'm fucking lazy. Like, meanwhile, I'm not pushing the shopping cart around. You know, it's like it all adds up. It really does. It adds up. And like when I was in Italy, I can't even tell you how many miles a day I walked. I was never bloated. Their food is much better than what we have here. I'm telling you, pasta didn't make me bloated there, and I ate a ton of it. So there is something that they're putting in here that we probably shouldn't be consuming, which is why I don't eat pasta anymore. I try not to, for the most part. But you're right, and everything has gotten so expensive. Honestly, I think that frozen vegetables and frozen fruit, I don't think is a bad option, because I think that when they freeze it, it's pretty fresh. Of course, that could change at some point. They may say, oh no, it's frozen, it's dead. But I kind of think that that's healthy, and that could be cheap. But yeah, you're right. I mean, you're really stuck between a rock and a hard place these days. That's why I don't force Avery to eat. My parents, my mother always forced me to eat. I don't do that to Avery, because I really believe that the fat cells that you get as a child doesn't get easier. Like, you're never going to lose those fat cells. And my father said that the pediatrician actually yelled at my mother because when I was an infant, she overfed me so much. I was a big fat infant. I wasn't a fat kid, but I always was kind of on the higher end of where I should be. Like, even as an adult, like Weight Watchers would say that I should be 115 pounds, I would be like 125. I mean, okay, there you gotta count a little bit for muscle, but even still. Anyway, I need to spend time around millionaires, that's true. Well, that's another reason why I take that advanced ice skating class on Friday morning. I'm like, I fucking can't keep up with these people, and I have no business being in it, but you surround yourself with the people that you want to be like, and you'll learn. And then you'll also see the things that they stumble on, and then you kind of like, okay, now I see she has trouble with that. I understand why I'm having trouble with it. When I see she gets it, then I know that I can get it at some point, even if it takes a long time. Lady Caterpillar, does Tarot see me relocating this year? Okay, let's see. Yeah, if that's something that you want, you can absolutely make that happen before the end of this year. The energy is very high that you will, yeah. You will end up relocating before the end of the year or relatively soon. Starfall, last time was Friday I met them. Oh yeah, okay. Friday, and today is Thursday. It's just about a week. It could take time. Yeah, your nervous system's got to settle. Hey Cleo, long time no see. How you been? Has P been looking at my Facebook page daily? I don't think he's been looking at it daily. Chances are slim that he's looking at it frequently. Bacon, how will my test go tomorrow? How will my test go tomorrow? It should go well. It should go well. You're feeling grounded and stable. You're prepared. You're focused. You'll be relieved when it's done. Slow and steady wins the race. Life moves forward. I have heard good things about organ meat. Yeah, oh God. Just the thought of it, my stomach gets in a knot. But I have heard good things. Raw meat eater. Sarah, what does Tara want me to know? If you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready, but listen to your intuition. Choices and options come in around social activity between now and like the end of September. You may be planning travel, possibly a road trip. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and areas of your life that have been stagnant should now start to move forward. You're not looking back on the past. Life is moving forward, and you're ready for it. You could be spending time with a Libra. Ruchi, next in love. When it comes to love, walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. New beginnings are on the horizon. Exploring your options leads to success. You could have a Scorpio coming in. You have a new journey that may begin. You have love coming in with choices and options, possibly fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You may have a committed relationship here with growth, change, and transformation. I'm going to say maybe Scorpio or fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Emin, do you see me in the new structure reporting to the same manager W, or will I report to someone else? I think it'll be the same manager for now. Vicky, journal for tomorrow. You could have money coming in. A disappointment or a heartache is healing and moving into the past, and life begins to move forward. Listen to your intuition. May have a new job or business opportunity, or it's usually money related, Ace of Pentacles, but it could be a new opportunity with career or finances, or a new venture that leads to prosperity. You've got life moving forward and you're ready for it. You're not looking back on the past. Could be spending time with a Virgo. And if you recently had an argument or a disagreement with someone, it should resolve itself in moving to the past. MJ, love and romance for July. Love and romance will move forward. I can't say it's going to be in July, but there may be something that is like tumultuous. Anything that's been negative, not working, back and forth, upside down, sideways, cycles, it's got to get left in the past, and you have to leave it in the past in order for life to move forward. Otherwise, the old cycles are going to keep repeating. If you decide to leave what's not working in the past, life could be moving forward, possibly with water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Listen to your intuition. Old wounds heal and move into the past. You also may have fire coming in, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. But if you're currently in a relationship that's well functioning, leave the past in the past. If you're in anything that's like sideways, broken, back and forth, get rid of it, because it's just holding you back. Hazel, how does Mark feel about the head kiss? they may feel like it was nice. They don't have much thought about it. It's like they're kind of neutral. Like it is what it is kind of a thing. Okay. It was fine. Arcade, general. You may be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. If you decided to do so, you would do well. Listen to your intuition, and negativity moves into the past, maybe spending time with the Pisces. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, and teamwork is favored around work, school, or business. Pretty good. Dr. Sony, general reading. King Thor, I am wearing a wig. I always wear wigs. You must be new here. That's like, it's a long story, but it's just for fun. Because look at the fun colors they are. You've got paying off a bill of debt or a loan may make you feel relief, and you could be thinking about going back to school, learning a new area of study. You may be planning travel. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Disappointments heal and move into the past. If you're feeling undecided about something or someone, don't make any decisions until you're ready. Maybe spending time with fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, or Pisces. You've got listen to your intuition, and happiness comes in. Don't settle for less than you want or deserve when it comes to personal and professional relationships. Life's moving forward. Now, good and bad characteristics of my next partner. Person may be a little bit on the introverted side, which could be good and bad, I guess. They may suffer from mild anxiety, which is not really here nor there. They're kind-hearted and caring. They're hardworking. They're diligent. They're focused. They may be very smart. They may love learning. They could be a little stubborn. They may be a little set in their ways. They could be a little indecisive at times, but they may love travel. Maggie, school for my daughter for the next 5 days. Pretty good. There's good news that comes in. Feeling grounded and stable. A disappointment heals and moves into the past. Life's moving forward, and she may be ready for it. It may be slow and steady, wins the race, but life's moving forward towards greener pastures with divine guidance. Pretty good. And Lourdes will see quit her new position as director. I think she will end up leaving it, yes. I need to spend time around millionaires too, Mel. Me too. Raymond, will my ex try to return? You know what? I think so, because it looks as if it's a cycle with this person. This may be somebody who has been back and forth, in and out 25 times. That cycle is going to continue until you end it. So, yeah, I do think that they're going to come back, but my concern is that they may disappear as quickly as they return. So, Maya, career for the upcoming months, unemployed. Going to get a job. You got new opportunities coming in, and negativity is moving into the past. A little bit more financial stability comes in, and you could get opportunities that come in out of the blue. So it may be like there's nothing, and then all of a sudden you have 3 opportunities. Exploring your options and staying on top of it leads to success. Before the end of the year, finances improve. Well, I was a fat infant as well, but as I grew, I became a tree branch. That's Avery, but not me. No, I was always a little bit thicker. I mean, I wasn't as a kid. I wasn't a fat kid. But I would say that by the time I got to like 6th grade, 7th grade, that's when my mom sent me to Weight Watchers with my friend who was heavy. That friend had she started gaining weight, she said, when she was like in like 1st grade, and it just became a problem. And then she joined Weight Watchers first, and I joined with her. At that time, I weighed 121 pounds, but I looked, that 121 pounds that I weighed then versus the 121 pounds I weighed a few years ago, there was a big difference. Like, I was much more muscular recently. The older I got, the more muscle I put on. But when I was in junior high, I did look like borderline chubby. Borderline, yeah. I would say I had to get on top of it, and I always had to stay on top of it from that point on. But my mother growing up was always a little on the chubby side, a little bit. And she always made me very conscious of it, because she used to say to me that it's easier to be 5 pounds lighter than it is to be 5 pounds heavier. And she was right, but it's definitely made me have an issue with food. Definitely. And that's why I don't want to do that to Avery, although I think Avery does not have my body. I think her journey is going to be different. I know she doesn't have my body. She looks just like her father, but I don't use words like you're going to get fat, or I'm like, too much sugar, it's not healthy. But anyhow. It's so hard, because it's like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. MJ, Moreno left me for a choice last week after 4 years. No contact now. What are his next actions about reaching out? I don't see him reaching out. As of right now, this is slow. But if this person has gone and come back 25 times, it would be in your best interest to let it go, because this may be what's been holding you back. If this is something that's been a cycle, and he's made a choice to leave, I would let this go, because this is what's keeping you in a situation that's back and forth and upside down, but not really getting anywhere. Yeah, I don't, things are out of balance, so the two of you are not on the same page. Whatever the choice was that he made, that he made that choice, and that's where he is right now, doesn't mean that can't change. It's like, actually, that's the fear. 5 months from now, he could call you up, and then what? You're going to go back to the same thing. It's going to replay again. Be careful with this situation. Think about it. Stacy for today. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. You got money coming in. You got finances improving. Although you might be feeling like things have been stuck or stagnant, this energy is moving into the past. Life is beginning to move forward. You may be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan. Maybe not today, but on the horizon. Solution to a problem is in front of you. You'll figure it out. No, it's definitely not easy, Mel. I totally agree. But like sometimes I look back on the old cycles that I was living, and I'm like, what was I doing? The best predictor of the future is what's happened in the past. No, it's not going to be different. It's going to be the same. So I know, I've been there. It's not easy. But when you've had enough, you'll cut it out. Clara, will I start my career abroad or where I am currently? Will I start my career abroad? Maybe abroad. That's possible. Evie, I didn't get the job at the school I interviewed. What happened? Somebody else may have shown up that had more experience. But you have a job coming in that's bringing in more money, success, and is long term. So I don't know what that is, but anxiety is about to ease and move into the past, and life is beginning to move forward, and you're ready for it. So who knows how it could happen? I mean, who knows, maybe whatever happens with the school job, maybe it doesn't work out and they wind up calling you back or something else comes in. But you have a new job coming in. So keep looking. Stay on top of it. Prada, do I know my future spouse? I don't believe you know this person yet. Devin, do you see a money breakthrough? You do have money coming in. It's slow and steady though, but being consistent at whatever it is that you're doing is going to bring in success. Adding a new stream of income is also going to be helpful. Listen to your intuition. Life is moving forward. Solution to a problem is in front of you. You'll figure it out before like the end of the summer. Flawless. Myself, Fatima Vidya sees me as a friend. Okay, does Fatima Vidya see me as a friend? I would say more or less. Yeah, I think so. Lady Sunshine, any good news from tarot right now? Could have romance heating up if you're currently with someone. If you're not with anyone, you may have new energy coming in. You have the world at your feet and the water signs coming in. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You may be planning travel, could be thinking about going back to school, learning a new area of study. Weight of the world slips off your shoulders and a wish comes true. Not bad. Not bad. Hi, Kristen. Can you tell me what are S's actions towards me? I don't know, it feels kind of hot and cold. I want to talk to him about it. Okay. The actions, there's communication coming in. You should hear from this person. And there is room for growth, change, and transformation with the ability for things to move forward around love. So things look good. If you're feeling uncomfortable about something, I would always suggest that you talk about it. But it does look like the relationship should be strengthening and moving forward. There's happiness around it. There's opportunity for new beginnings. Have a conversation about it, see what happens. I think you're going to see an improvement on the horizon. And then remember to try to keep that energy as balanced as possible. Try to stay exactly where they are energetically. And if you feel like you're putting in more effort or you're like ruminating over it or thinking about or obsessing, try to get busy doing something else just to take your mind off of it, which will help to keep the relationship in balance. New love. What will come first for me? Get hired at a job or start studying? They both look like they're possible. I don't know if you could do both at once, but if I had to choose one over the other, I would say start studying. But you may find yourself doing both at the same time. Adrian, my enemy Barney tells lies and spreads dirty rumors on me. What next evil is coming from him against me? More of the same. So there's going to be more lies, more deceit, more bullshit. You know what? The best thing that you can do is to ignore it, not react to it. The people that know you know the truth. The people that don't know any better, they don't make a difference. But not giving this any energy, ignoring it, they won't have any power. So when we give energy to, kind of blows up energetically. I wouldn't think about him. I wouldn't look at him. I wouldn't invest time in it. I wouldn't talk about it. Get busy doing something else. When he doesn't get a reaction, he's going to stop, because there's going to be no point. Vartika, love, any marriage, potential partner, relationship coming in this year? Exploring your options and walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, like leaving all that crap in the past and setting boundaries, will bring in new opportunity this year. You may have a Sagittarius or another fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You may have water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You do have a committed relationship that could come in out of the clear blue sky. I don't see marriage here as of right now, but the person may not have shown up yet. That may be why. But yeah, there is opportunity for things to move forward before the end of this year. Absolutely. Oh, thank you, Evie. I got to get new ones. I keep saying that, and then I keep forgetting to look. But like this one reminds me of like fire, like like the heat miser guy. And then the blue and green one reminds me of the frosty one, the cold guy. Oh, he left you for somebody else. Then I would definitely suggest not taking him back. Absolutely. That's terrible. Yeah, but 4 years, has it been on and off and back and forth? Because the cards were not reading that this was stable. It read like it was back and forth, and that this may not have been the first time that he's left. Like the way that this relationship was reading is that there may have been very extreme highs and lows, like promises, future promises, like future faking kind of crap, and then disappointments. And then like when it was good, it was really good, but when it was bad, it was bad. It didn't read like this was a stable, committed relationship that was like long term. It looked like it was back and forth all over the place. Anthony, what's going on with my job apply in P company, and when will I hear from them? Okay, it looks like you should hear something before the end of this month. The hard work that you put in should be bringing in an opportunity for things to move forward well balanced and successfully. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Oh, hi, Adonis. I didn't see you come in there. Devaya for the next 24. You've got here with the Empress, you could have some love and money coming in or more of it. Teamwork is favored around work, school, or business, brings in happiness, and an old wound heals and moves into the past. Feeling ambitious, you should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to, and you may be planning travel. Kirti, do you see a committed relationship in college or after graduating? It could start before you graduate. Yeah, it's possible. Maybe with a Scorpio. Could be with somebody that's kind of been around the picture, Four of Cups person. It may be someone who you know of, but you don't know them well. But yeah, there is potential to start a relationship before graduation. John, what do I need to know about the spiritual woman headed my way? You have a new journey that begins. This person should be kind, caring, sincere. They may be an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. They could be water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. They're strong, confident, hardworking, and ambitious. They may be loyal, kind-hearted. Like, they're kind, compassionate, and sincere, but they don't let people take advantage of them. They kind of have a sharp sense of who they are, and they're confident. And am I spiritually gifted? And if so, what is my most powerful gift? Everybody is spiritually gifted. You have to develop your own gifts, and you'll figure out what works for you. So it looks like you have a strong sense of intuition, and you may also hear things from time to time, clairaudient. But listen to your intuition and keep a journal, write things down, especially if you keep hearing something. Now, there are different things that you can do to practice, and you have to figure out what works for you. Like for me, I feel like I do well with tarot cards. I don't feel well like I do well with the pendulum thing. People swear by it, but for me, I feel like my arm is jiggling. I feel like I'm influencing it, where I feel like the cards work for me. I also tend to hear things first. Sometimes I'll see them, but I usually hear them. So, and that's how I trust what I hear when I hear something. So you have to kind of figure out what it is that works with you, and on your journey, your spiritual gifts will start to develop the more you use them and the more you trust them. Years ago, I kept hearing this specific name. It wasn't like a random name. It was something that actually made sense to me, but I didn't want to believe it at the time. And I came to find out later on that it was true. I kept like pushing it. I'm like, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. It was true. And I kept hearing it. And it would be the kind of thing where like, I would be like vacuuming the living room, and all of a sudden I would hear this phrase. And I'm like, why do I keep fucking hearing this? What does it mean? And I kept saying, oh, it's nothing. It's nothing. But it was something. But I should have paid attention to it. Not that I was going to be able to do anything about it, but I should have paid attention to it. But anyway. And you're on a journey, and you're going to start to develop things. And my suggestion would be also to keep a journal of dreams, anything that stands out to you. Like if for some reason you keep seeing something like a bluebird lands on the windowsill every day at 8 o'clock, like anything like that, just write it down, because it may not make sense at the moment, but it may make sense later on. Listen to your intuition, and life moves forward. Yeah. Yeah. Very, very good. Very good. You may have some kind of a breakthrough sometime before the end of this year, too. Like something may happen, and you're like, damn, I knew that was going to happen. I did. Cosmic, when is a committed romantic relationship coming towards me? I mean, you have opportunity at any time, because you do have romance and commitment here. Anxiety is easing and moving into the past. But I feel like just because of the conversations that we've had, and because I know that you're very similar to me, and as far as like having a hard time getting over things and being stuck on something, I think that a lot of this is like you're stagnant because of things that you're still attached to. That if you can cut away things that haven't worked for you, and just try to think more of like, you know, life can change for me today. Like I could wake up in the morning tomorrow and meet somebody when I walk out my front door. Like being more open to think that things can change, rather than being stuck in the past or what hasn't worked, focusing on how things can change. Because the truth is that things can change tomorrow. Like people are married for 20 years and then one day somebody files for divorce. Like, it changes like that. So I think that may be helpful. I think it may be helpful. But yeah, almost at any moment, things could change for you. Dakota, general for end boyfriend Leo and I. Lay down the law, set boundaries, old wounds heal and move into the past, and don't be afraid to express your wants and needs around the situation. Relationship reads as relatively stable. However, the Hermit is in reverse here, which means that if you think that this guy has done something wrong, you're probably right. He's not willing to take responsibility for it, but I'd have a conversation about it. Now you have the Magician and the Empress here, bringing in the opportunity for new love or help in fixing a current relationship. With the Empress, you have more love and more money coming in. So overall, I would say things look good. But if you feel like there is something not right with this situation, I would express it and get to the bottom of it now. Jess, general around love. I want to date for marriage. Done with guys being unserious. Okay, so you do have romance that could lead to marriage with the Knight of Cups and the Four of Wands. The thing is that things don't get serious until they're serious. Like, you can't say to somebody, I'm only going to date you if you think we're going to get married. It just doesn't work like that. We don't know. We haven't gotten there yet. Now, you have an earth sign here, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, and you have water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Exploring your options leads to success. Of the earth signs, fire comes up the strongest. Of the water signs, Pisces does. So here would be my suggestion. If you're interested in a serious relationship and you don't want to fool around, then that would be exactly the route that I would go. Slow and steady wins the race. I would not have any sex with anybody until you're in a committed relationship and you've been together a little while. And I wouldn't do any of this hanging out, hooking up. Don't get involved with friends with benefits thinking it's going to change. It's not going to. If from the beginning, be clear about what you want and be serious yourself, take yourself seriously, and you'll get what you want. You have the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, and you have the Four of Wands. So this is great potential. I think the issue is that people tend to go, or women, not always, but will go into a relationship thinking, well, it's just casual, it's not a big deal, we're just hanging out, we're kind of hooking up, and then they think that's going to turn into a relationship. It's not. So before anything like that happens, one step at a time, and you should get what you want, maybe even before the end of this year. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Gabs, please elaborate on what is the likelihood Spencer had sex with Eden. Okay, let's see. I don't think they had sex. No, I don't think so. I'm only getting a 33% chance, yes, and it looks like somebody may have been disappointed. So I don't know if she came on to him and he turned her down. That may be why there's so much anxiety around that situation, because she may turn that around and say, well, we were flirting and he was hitting on me. She may turn it around. That could be, because it shows that somebody here was hurt. And I have a feeling it may have been her. I don't think that these two had sex. She may have wanted to, but I don't think that they did. And that may be why he's so afraid. Why is Spencer extremely scared of George Soros at Woodbine? I don't know if he feels, is this George person like higher? May feel like he's above him and that he could terminate him or get rid of him. He may feel like this guy doesn't like him, or he's unsure if this guy likes him. Yeah, he's very uncomfortable around the situation. He could feel like the two of them just don't really get I'm not going to say they don't get along. I think they get along. But I feel like he thinks that he's either intimidated by him, or this person has power, or he has to stay on his good side. Maybe he feels like the guy doesn't like him. Did Spencer flirt heavily with Eden? Yes, that's what I think it is. Okay, let's see. Did Spencer and Eden flirt heavily? That's what I think it is. You want to know the truth? This is what I think. I think that she was flirting with him. He was playing along. He thought it was fun. He didn't. I don't think he was taking it serious, like anything serious was going to happen. I don't think that's what his intentions were. I think she thought something was going to happen in real life, and it didn't. And now he's afraid that she's going to turn it around on him. That's what I think the problem is. Does Spencer think that George is going to set him up? That he thinks he's going to set him up, but I think that he feels like he can't trust this person, or this person wouldn't have his back, may throw him under the bus. Like, that kind of reads more like that. Like, if somebody's taking the fall for something, it's going to be Spencer, it's not going to be George. George would see to it like that. Wow, a lot of drama over there. Holy God. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Goodness, I got a mosquito bite. Oh, Kirti, I did those. John, what do I need to know about the spiritual? Oh, I did that one. Evie, I'll email you the other questions. That's fine. That's fine. Elise, who is doing voodoo on me. I don't see voodoo being done on you. I don't know what makes you think that. But if you feel like somebody is doing something evil to you, very easy. You can go outside in the sunlight, envision yourself in a golden light. You can bathe with salt. You can light a black candle for protection. You can wear a black crystal. You can put salt around the house. You can put it in a bowl, make it look decorative, put a candle in it. But I don't see anybody doing anything serious right now. Doll face for the next 48. A disappointment or a heartache is easing and moving into the past, and your perseverance is paying off. Life changes for you for the better quickly when you express your wants and needs. You might hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. With the Empress, you may have love and money coming in, or more of it. The world is at your feet. Not bad. Yeah, because I know Eden was trying to sabotage Spencer. I also know Spencer is not extremely assertive. See, I bet you that's exactly what it is. She's trying to get him in trouble because she didn't get what she wanted from him. Yeah, she's disappointed. She's disappointed. She was let down. Her ego is wounded. She feels misaligned and like she was treated unfairly. Too bad for her. Too bad for her. I don't think that she's going to be able to sabotage him. He's worried about it, but I think he'll be fine. What kind of an evil? I mean, why? Well, what the hell? What the hell? Macy, general for the day. Macy, general for the day. If you've been feeling like a little bit worried around like finances, that energy should be dissipating. You could have money coming in or news of money coming in. Listen to your intuition and life moves forward. Making decisions that push life forward towards greener pastures. Life could change for you for the better quickly. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Not bad. Kara, general. You've got Empress. Empress could be bringing in love and money or more of it. You have money coming in. Maybe spending time with a Cancer. You could be planning travel. Something nice may happen around the home. Moving homes, changing homes, upgrading your home. If you're feeling undecided about something or someone, don't make any decisions until you're ready. Perseverance pays off. Life moves forward towards greener pastures. The hard work you put into work, school, or business comes back and pays off with new beginnings on the horizon. Listen to your intuition. Isabella, finances. Finances are okay. Things are moving forward towards greener pastures, although it may be slow and steady wins the race. Listen to your intuition. Paying off a bill of debt or a loan is possible sometime this summer, which may be relieving. Success comes in around work, school, or business. Bless bitches, love. When it comes to love, you've got anxiety eases and moves into the past and explore your options. Old wounds are healing, and people, places, and things that no longer serve you, leave them in the past. You have fire coming in, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Although Sagittarius shows the strongest, Aries comes in close too. Exploring your options leads to success. There's probably going to be more than one person coming in, and you should have long-term potential around your next relationship. Peach, why is it taking so long for them to send me my income form? Is it my fault? No, I don't think you did anything wrong. I would call them to find out. I don't know if somebody's sleeping on it. Morticia for the next 48. Maybe spending time with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Could have a new journey that begins, and you might be feeling a little bit more financially secure, feeling ambitious to be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Lay down the law, set boundaries. It'll serve you well. The world is at your feet. You might be feeling like better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. You're no longer holding yourself back. Could also be spending time with Air, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. Not bad. Yamil or Yamili, I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. What things can I expect in the rest of July? Leo. Teamwork is favored around work, school, or business. Success comes in around work, school, or business, and you may be paying off a bill of debt or a loan. You might be coming up with an idea for a side business, side project, side hustle that would be bringing in some more money. Life comes into balance. Maybe spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. There is no shortage of abundance of social activity possible between now and the end of July, but maybe even between now and the end of August. You could be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. You might be planning travel, and you have money coming in. Pretty good. Things look pretty good. Tamana, will my Canada visa application get approved? I think it's going to get approved. Yeah, I think it'll get approved. Dee Dee, what's the next reaction of Gemini when he reads the Pisces text to him about money? Maybe annoyed. Might feel a little bit like things are out of balance, or maybe even a little taken advantage of, and it could cause anxiety. Yeah, it may cause some kind of conflict, although I do think that Gemini is going to end up giving Pisces the money. Money's there. Lucinda for the next 10 days. Next 10 days are pretty good. The hard work you put into work, school, or business comes back and pays off. Listen to your intuition. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Maybe spending time with a air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Negativity moves into the past. Paying off a bill of debt or a loan is possible. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Life's coming into balance. Pretty good. Pretty good. I'm going to have to go pee-pee soon. gotta pee. I'm good, Nelia. How are you? General. You're no longer holding yourself back, and that helps wish come into fruition. You'll have choices and options around social activity that could be bringing in cause for celebration. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Negativity moves into the past. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Maybe spending time with a Taurus or a Leo. Butterfly A, love. Butterfly A, love. If you're feeling undecided about something or someone, don't make any decisions until you're ready, but leave anything in the past that's been deceitful, controlling, manipulative, half in, half out, disappointing, bullshit goes in the past, and life moves forward. And you may have a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, possibly a Libra, a well-balanced, well-functioning relationship. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, I have to run to the bathroom. I'm going to fill up my water cup. I'll be right back. Oh. It's looking better, side guy. Bella, blessings for me. Maybe spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Solution to a problem is in front of you. You'll figure it out before the end of the month. A wish comes true that brings in happiness. You're no longer holding yourself back. You could have a new job or business opportunity come in that maybe lead you to success around finances improving. Anxiety is easing and moving into the past, and you may be planning travel. Not bad. Not bad. Cosmic, I've applied at over 40 places in the past weeks due to me getting hired at GS or elsewhere. I'm sorry, I'm worried. I've been unemployed for so long that I'm going to be unemployed for too long after July of this. You know what? I still think that you're going to get hired at GS. The other thing, the worst that could happen, and I'm only wondering if it may play out like this only because I don't see you unemployed, is that the temp agency would send you somewhere else. So I don't think you're going to be unemployed. I think the worst case scenario is that they send you somewhere else, but it still shows that you could get hired at this company. So let's see. Let's see what happens. I know, it's so hard. I feel bad because the old company that I used to work for, they didn't go out of business, but they severely downsized, and they sold the building that we used to work in, and all of those employees now have been let go. Some of them were kept. I ran into somebody that I used to work with at the rink, and he said that some people were kept, but they're going to have to travel into Brooklyn, I think. So most people, it wouldn't work. And I know that that's devastating. It's devastating to lose a job. I mean, I've been there twice because they got rid of me. That company got rid of me. The computer was starting to take over my job, and they didn't really need me anymore. But that was a long time ago. And then the other company that I worked for closed, and that was devastating. I know how hard it is. And I was pregnant, and I was looking for a job, and I couldn't find one. I was interviewing at daycare centers, and they wouldn't hire me. I'm like, I'm not qualified. You have 18-year-olds working here. I'm not qualified and about to have a baby, so this is just bad all around. But it wound up working out. But I totally appreciate anybody that's going through it, because having been there, it's horrible. It's horrible. And I just noticed that Rite Aid, near where I used to work, is going out of business, and I knew it would because CVS just went in. And CVS is amazing. I love CVS, my favorite. But I just saw that Rite Aid is closing, and I feel bad. I mean, I lived through it. It's horrible. And like, people come in and they're like, whoa, this isn't discounted enough. I mean, you're going out of business. Why is it so expensive? It's like, I'm losing my job. I'm sorry. You want to come in here and like, you want to clean the place out for nothing? But I'm losing my job, and I don't care if it's only 50% off. Take it or leave it. But I'm going to stop into Rite Aid to see what they have. I know what are you going to do? All right, let's see. Where am I on the free list? I did Isabella and Dee Dee. I did Lucinda. Mega, I think I'm up to Mega for love. When it comes to love, disconnect from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Your love life should be moving forward towards greener pastures, possibly with water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Make sure that you don't find yourself involved in a third-party situation, because this would bring disaster. And the moon is in reverse, which means just make sure that whoever you get involved with, if you're not with anyone right now, make sure they're single and they're not like bullshitting about something, because that would end up bringing disappointment. That's something to look out for. New beginnings are on the horizon with new energy. If you're not with anyone right now, it's probably going to be new energy that comes in. Listen to your intuition and explore your options. Water comes in strongest around you, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Emily, near future for Jane and me. Near future for Jane and me. Anxiety eases and moves into the past. Listen to your intuition. You may be planning travel. Things are moving forward, although it may be a little slow and steady wins the race. Communication is either coming in or picking up. Expressing your wants and needs around the situation, or like establishing boundaries would be a good idea right now or soon. Tyson, what does 111 mean for me? Listen to your intuition and walk away from anything that is disastrous, negative, or disappointing. Anybody that's disappointed you in the past or led you down a dark hole, get rid of that shit. Let it go. Listen to your intuition, and life will move forward with divine guidance towards greener pastures. Life's moving forward towards greener pastures. Not bad. Not bad. Magician's heart. Snap friend Tacky's feelings and next actions for me. May find you to be a loyal friend, somebody who is down to earth, but things are misaligned. That's why you're not hearing from him. So the two of you are not on the same page. It's building resistance around the situation, and that's kind of, he needs space. You'll hear from him eventually, but he needs space right now. Eminem, love for Taurus. Love for Taurus. Life comes into balance and success comes in around love. Long-term potential around a current relationship if this person's in one, or the next relationship they're in. Slow and steady wins the race, but life moves forward slowly. They may have Earth around them, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, or Water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Overall, they seem like they're doing pretty well. Feeling grounded and stable, things are well balanced and well functioning. Gaps, I know Eden was extremely manipulative when I first met her, so I was nice to figure her out and who she wanted to destroy. I clocked her personality immediately. You sure did. Yeah. She doesn't have the power she thinks she has, though. She's not as smart as she thinks she is. They're usually not. They think that they're so smart, but most people can see through their bullshit. Not everyone, but she's not as smart as she thinks she is. Jasmine, is there a guy at my second job who likes me? I don't see anybody that particularly stands out, but it does look like there could be new opportunities on the horizon around work. So it could be the kind of thing like people may have an interest, or they may be, I would say, have an interest. Yeah, and there could be opportunity for things to move forward. Exploring your options leads to success. Leave people, places, and things in the past that no longer serve you. Brings in happiness. New doors open. Could be with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, although Pisces comes up the strongest. New beginnings that lead to success. You also could have maybe a Leo coming in. I'm going to say that there are opportunities at that second job. Yeah. Yeah. Bella, will run into any issues sharing my portfolio with potential employers. I have a password protected for legal issues and to prevent lurking. I think that's a smart idea. I don't think you're going to have any issues. I think you should be fine. Gabs, please go into detail about how George would feel if I ended up working for Penny. Well, he may feel a little bit confused. Like he may not understand how it all happened. I don't know what that's about. And then maybe curious as to how you got the job or why you're doing it. May also feel a little bit, kind of like, maybe a little like you left for greener pastures, but doesn't want to admit that. Is he like the big boss there? Like he may feel like, well, she left for something better, but I don't want to admit that. Maybe a little bit taken back. And then maybe disappointed that you're leaving. May feel like you're a hard worker, you know how to do shit, you get things done. Yeah, I don't think he's going to be very happy. Yeah. I think if he's honest with himself, he would be happy that you're bettering yourself. But I think that he may feel like kind of left behind, or like a sour grapes kind of thing. Like, well then, you know, like he was left in the past, or the place was left in the past, or whatever it is. Georgie Woodbine can be extremely controlling and passive aggressive. Is that why Spencer is scared of George? Yeah, because he feels like he might not know what's coming. So he may not see it coming. You know, if somebody's mad and angry and you know they're mad and angry, you know what to expect from them. But he feels like, I don't know what to expect from this person. They may be nice to my face, or they may be kind of cold, and I don't know, are they mad at me, or they're not mad at me, they're not really telling me what's going on. It's bringing up a lot of anxiety around him. Yes, that is true. Thank you, thank you. Jasmine, will I get a raise or a promotion in my first job, like being a lead or a higher paid position? That could happen. Not only that, you might have choices and options around your first job. That's not bad. It's not bad at all. Amy for the next 48 for Sunny. This person's not looking back on the past. Their life is moving forward. They're listening to their intuition. They may be spending time, well, look at the Empress here, bringing in love and money or more of it. They could be paying off a bill of debt or a loan. Life has come into balance, and they may be feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. Not bad. Not bad. Sha, love reading. You have happiness coming in and around love when you walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Romance could come in with somebody making you an offer that would be hard to turn down. A new journey begins. Empress is bringing in love and money or more of it, but you might need to cut away people, places, and things that no longer serve you. And then a water sign comes in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, and a wish comes true. Amen for the rest of the week with O. Maybe feeling a little disappointed in something, and it may be just that you feel like things are a little slow or a little stagnant. Expressing your wants and needs around the situation would be helpful, but if you're feeling undecided, don't make any decisions until you're ready. Communication comes in or picks up. There is a little negativity, but I don't know. It's like you still may see each other. Things could still be okay. You just might be feeling a little disappointed in something. Cosmic. Yes, they're selling the building, but now the associated will have to either work remote or be placed temporarily elsewhere at an office that is far from here. Oh my God. It's so hard. You know, like astrologically speaking, I think a lot of things are changing. I think that the big picture is it's supposed to be for the greater good, but you know how it is. It's like sometimes everything's got to crumble for the phoenix to rise. So it may not look like it's a good thing, but the big picture is it could be a good thing. Like that kind of shit's happening. See, I used to work for a company that imported motion picture cameras and lighting. And we used to sell those and rent out to rental houses and to production companies. You know, like Paramount Pictures would use our stuff, and we would rent it to them. Usually they were rentals. Some companies bought them. Anyhow, everything now has gone digital. And like we were saying it when I was still working there, and I left there in 2012. Things are going digital. We don't know if movie cameras going to be around anymore. Oh, no, or it's never going to replace film. Anyone that gets stuck in that, you know, this isn't going to change. Like that kind of thinking is doomed because everything changes. You know, and my dad always says to me, A&P was the first grocery store in the United States. At one point, they had 16,000 stores throughout the United States and Canada. And maybe even more if you included Canada. And as time went on, like I think it started around like the 1970s, other grocery stores were becoming popular. A&P wasn't keeping up with the times. And they were on a downhill spiral, and it just kept getting worse and worse until eventually they wound up closing. If you don't keep up, so when people are like, oh, no, this is never going to happen, it's going to happen. I mean, look at cable. A lot of people don't have cable anymore because everything is streamed on a device. Which reminds me, I got to call and cancel cable. I don't know why I'm hemming and hawing about that, because I could always have it turned back on. But right now I could use the break, because with all this ice skating in the summer and going to the pool, I'm broke. I don't need to pay cable right now. Anyway, let's continue. Luz, will Christos communicate with me soon? Does this person have a mean streak? Could they be mean? I don't see communication coming in, and the way this is reading is that may be the best. It may be best not to speak to this person. First of all, it shows that they have a sharp tongue, or they may have a mean streak, or they may set boundaries. But I don't know what it is you're looking for from this person, because it looks as if this person has been disappointing or heartbreaking in the past, and going back to that situation would just be bringing in more heartache. Depends really where you guys are in your relationship, but it looks kind of negative right now. Gabs, why would George care so much when we never had a discussion about my career growth? Why does he not want to admit it? Is it a controlling thing? You know what? It may not be specifically around you personally. It just may be that if somebody leaves, he takes it personal. It's like somebody is leaving for a better opportunity. Like, so the opportunity that I have isn't that good. It's an ego thing. I do think it's a control thing. I think it's an ego thing. I think he likes people to respect him, and I don't know that people really respect him. Like, he may act, he may be more insecure than he lets on. And I would say probably if this is the passive-aggressive guy, that's probably true. Not real assertive, but kind of passive about things. May not have a very high self-esteem, even though he may try to act it. And it may kind of wound his ego. All I watch is YouTube, too, recently. I mean, what can't you get on YouTube? I mean, I get movies on YouTube. I get, like, personal creators and stuff. I've learned so much. Anyway. I got taxes I have to pay in a couple of days. Like, I just can't do everything. It's too much. Virta, general. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Maybe feeling a little bit more grounded and stable around finances. Old wounds heal and move into the past. You may be feeling like teamwork is favored around work, school, or business. It's bringing in more money and it's easing anxiety. You might hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. Bernard, I'm okay. I hope you are too. Emily, for today and tomorrow with Soha. Things look a little slow, or maybe even a little misaligned. You've got Death and the Chariot and the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Expressing your wants and needs around the situation may be helpful, but it does look like things are out of balance. Emperor in reverse. If somebody is trying to control or manipulate the situation, it isn't going to work long term. So my suggestion would be against manipulation, or if you're the one that's being manipulated, don't give into it. There is communication here, but things look a little off. Cut the cable and just get Netflix. That's what I'm going to do. Thank you. Thank you. That's what I'm going to do. I think I already have Netflix. I think it's part of my cable, so if they'll let me cancel the cable and just keep the Netflix. Migu, general for the next 24. Disappointments heal and walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. With the Empress, you have love and money coming in. You've got a disappointment healing and moving into the past. Teamwork is favored around work, school, or business. Maybe feeling a little bit more financially secure. And with the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Amu, love and romance coming in. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, and your love life can move forward. Slow and steady wins the race, but with fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. If you feel like something is not functioning well, it may be time to leave it in the past. Now, the Fool is in reverse, which can indicate that something gets revealed that needs to be dealt with. If there is a stagnant situation around you, the Fool may kind of may make you decide to leave it in the past. And if you do, then your love life moves forward. Otherwise, you may be feeling a little stagnant. Now you can go straight to Netflix and get it. No need to go through cable. Yeah. I used to have Netflix, and I think I canceled my account so that I could go with through Verizon, because I think it was like $10 a month cheaper. But I'm gonna call them and see what they say. Just get rid of it. It's enough already. Financials for Stephanie. Didn't I answer that one? Anybody remember? Like at the beginning of the live stream? Oh, thank you, Gabs. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. I know there's drama in everybody's life. It's so fucking exhausting. So exhausting. And it's so unnecessary. But some people, they thrive off of it. Like they feel like they're not alive unless they've got drama, and then that creates drama for other people that don't need it. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Oh, thank you, Bernard. I like the colors, right? Unfortunately for myself, one time I did try to highlight my own hair, and it did come out like this. And then, like the piece at the time was probably like that long, and then and it was this color, and then one day it was just gone. It just must have broke off while I was washing it. That's what I get for fucking around with Frost and Tip from Rite Aid. That's what I get. I know better. I know better. I shouldn't have done that. Mel, for the rest of the week. Empress is bringing in love and money, or more of it. Investing time in a side business, side project, side hustle could bring in extra money. Feeling ambitious, you should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Disappointments heal and move into the past. Walk away from people, places, and things that you feel no longer serve you. It eases anxiety. Maybe spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You may have choices and options around social activity. Pretty good. Everybody at Woodbine is frustrating. Yeah, I know people are ridiculous. They're just ridiculous. D for today. Disappointments heal and move into the past, and life begins to move forward. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. Listen to your intuition. Choices and options come in around social activity. Something may bring in extra money, or news of potential money that makes you happy before the end of the day, or maybe before the end of the month. But it should be a pretty decent day. Adonis, anything to know about V around my energy right now? They may be feeling a little bit deceived. They also may be taking time to figure out what they want and need. They may be feeling a little bit anxious. They're kind of having a little moment over it. So I don't know if you haven't spoken to them. If you have spoken to them, they're still feeling a little bit upside down. This energy is going to shift, though, like once we get through the weekend. So, you know, it also could be the kind of thing where they're making their own selves nuts in their head. You ever do that? I mean, God knows I've done it. Bernard, I love when you change your hairstyles. Thank you. It's fun, right? Change things up. I like when everything matches, when it's like pink and this is purple, or it's blue and the lipstick's blue, but sometimes it's just not all that organized. Lolly for this weekend. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities that bring in a wish that comes true. Life could change for you for the better quickly. Listen to your intuition. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care, and life begins to move forward. Old wounds heal and move into the past. You might be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan. TR, should I consider ending it with AA? Well, the cards can't make the decision for you. So you have to figure out what it is that you want or need from this situation, because it doesn't look like all that much is changing, and it does look like things are a little bit out of balance. So if you're feeling like this isn't working for my highest good, I want more from this relationship than I'm getting, or vice versa, it's too much, I need some space, not much is changing, so I would suggest maybe it's time to explore other options. But if you feel like you're just having a moment where you're feeling a little bit bored and everything is well functioning, I would give it time. I would give it a little bit of time. You haven't spoken in like a week. Okay, well, they're kind of like a little upset about it, you know, but I get it. You know, you ever have that in your head, like the conversation in your head, like you just can't stop it? Like maybe this, maybe that, or things that you wish you could say, or things you should have said, and maybe I said it wrong. I mean, it's like it's exhausting. Rip hand deep, General. Rip hand deep, General. Anxiety eases and moves into the past. New beginnings are on the horizon that could lead you to success around work, school, or business. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities, and life may change for you for the better quickly. Old wounds are healing and moving into the past. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. If you're feeling undecided about something or someone, don't make any decisions until you're ready. You might have some money coming in. You could have some money coming in. Not bad. Brightest day. Is my dog okay? He's been waking us up at 4 a.m. the past week. I think he's okay. You could always take him into the vet, but I think he may have to. You're taking him out to pee-pee? I think he's got to pee. I don't think it's anything serious. He was scared. Maybe he heard something. Is he eating and drinking and otherwise normal? I wonder if he's hearing something outside, like a bird or an animal or something. I think he's fine. I think he's fine. But, you know, maybe there was thunder or something. I think he's fine. Cyrus has been really good recently, but when he was younger, he used to wake me up taking pee-pee. Dylan used to do it too. I used to go outside in the middle of the night all the time with Dylan, but at least he woke me up. I'd rather him wake me up. But, yeah, I think he's fine. Is there anybody here I haven't answered for? Otherwise, I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to try to come back on around 2, because now Avery has ice skating on Thursday nights and Friday morning. So we'll be home kind of late tonight and have to get up really early tomorrow. So I'm going to try to come on in the afternoon rather than tonight. So, and then if anybody needs anything at night, you can always email me. But I might not get to it until the next morning if it's late. If it's late. Anyhow, thank you all very much for being here. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.